everybody, Edo here, and the good folks at White Wizard Games have sent me along a copy of Star Realms Frontiers. They also sent me, I think many of the commander decks for the game. These are not included in here, but I'll mention them briefly, and then this is what's actually in this box. And so, if you're not familiar with Star Realms, I reviewed it quite some time ago, but it is a fantastic head-to-head deck builder. Works great, amazing, spectacular, tons of people like it, critically acclaimed, yada, yada, yada. And the original Star Realms came first, and then following that, there was Hero Realms. And in Hero Realms, they introduced the idea of like heroes or commander units, and then Star Realms didn't have it, and they've added it back. And then I don't know what order, but there was the bosses in Hero Realms, and that's essentially what Frontiers is. And then there's also the Rune of Thandar, which I reviewed recently, which is more of like a campaign story mode, cooperative extension, which this isn't. So perhaps that's coming to Star Realms. I could only imagine if it's been successful. But, so, again, in Star Realms, and again, if you want to see my full review, you can, but essentially players have hand of cards, and what they're doing is each turn they're using their entire hand in order to buy resources from the market in the middle, or do damage to the other player, and build up resources, and in this game, bases that defend the player, and it's just sort of head-to-head type of game, but it has a really nice deck-building element where you feel like you're getting stronger and stronger. My wife loves this game, both Star Realms and Hero Realms. Not really the kind of game I necessarily think that she'd be quite as into, but that sort of, it has that magic deck, combative feel, but because it's a deck builder, it's like not quite as, you're making more tactical, strategic decisions. It's not more about like deck preparation from the beginning and that kind of thing. So, once you buy this box, you have the original game. You can play it without the, sort of the cooperative battles that this box is all about. So, like, if this was just called Star Realms, you get all that, and then you're getting a little bit more. And, what does it say? It probably plays up to 4 in this original box. There's a 2. 1 to 4 players in this, with the cards provided. So they give you the, like, health trackers and all that. Now, the commander decks, and actually these are open, but, like, I don't have a big box for this, so we sort of put them all together. These are all the same. They replace your generic starting hand from the from original play, and they got some similar cards and then some sort of nuanced cards, but they replace it based on this particular character and sort of mana or color type. And then so you get your own special health tracker. You get the main character who has a unique hand size and hit points. Then you get like a one-time only ability card and a passive ability card, as well as like a mega buy card that goes in the deck that anyone can buy, but is really awesome for you. So it just makes who you are more tailored. For me, I find Hero Realms to be like more thematically engaging than Star Realms, but plenty of people feel differently. But I'm a little less interested in these heroes, but that's not because that's more like my choice in theme. You just have different types of the coalition, the union, the pack, the unity. Like, they're just all sort of sci-fi tropes, right? But, so you can get these. So these work with Frontiers, and the big thing that Frontiers is doing, to cut to the chase, I apologize for the long lead-in, is they set up a number of boss battles that are cooperative. So you're going to play with your friend or friends, and you're going to face off against different bosses, all of which have really interesting, nuanced mechanical differences that make them all fun to play. Didn't play the full set here, played a number of them, and they all just have a different vibe. Some of them have hands, some of them don't, some of them respond to certain colors, and basically what's going to happen is, you're going to take your turns, and then it's the boss's turn, and usually it involves essentially, manipulating the market or drawing a card or basically following these steps on the boss's side that has it slamming other players, taking cards away, destroying bases, and just being hard to kill. They usually have a ton of hit points, and they usually do a ton of damage just taking out players, and they have like an attack pecking order where they are aggressively trying to defeat you. And their work, they're fun, they're interesting, and it's really fun cooperatively. Like, I think what you get out of the boss for Hero Realms and the Frontiers here is you take a game that's really is very direct head-to-head, and you open it up to other types of play, and therein probably other types of players who aren't as interested in just that head-to-head play. You know, again, Star Realms is fantastic. Hero Realms is fantastic with the commander decks and these things. They're pretty close to each other, and I think it's moved to a point where it's like, well, do you rather fantasy or do you rather sci-fi? I personally rather fantasy in this context, but you might rather sci-fi, and this is an easy recommendation and becoming just a classic genre game, right? So this is Star Realms Frontiers. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks. Bye.